Welcome back to Mr. Hollywood Reporter. Today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in classic television. Nostalgia, something fans never expected from the sweet and wholesome world of the Brady Bunch. We're talking about none other than Marcia Brady herself, Maureen McCormick, and the stunning transformation she underwent after the show ended. While audiences remember her as the prim, picture-perfect all-American teen from the hit 70s sitcom, Maureen didn't let that image define her forever. Over the years, she pushed back against that innocent persona and embraced a bolder, more liberated identity. And nothing proves that more than the rare and controversial topless photos that shocked fans and critics alike. These daring images remind the world that Maureen was more than just a childhood icon. She was a woman stepping into her own power, breaking away from her sitcom shadow with striking confidence. Maureen's bold move came during a time when many actresses sought to shed their typecast roles in pursuit of more serious or mature opportunities. And in Maureen's case, the decision to pose for these revealing shots wasn't just about publicity, it was about control. For so long, she had been America's sweetheart, forever frozen in time as Marcia Brady, but with these photos, she made a very clear statement. She was no longer the teenage girl everyone remembered. The shoot, although tasteful and artistic, left fans in awe and even a little scandalized. The contrast between the innocent sitcom star and the sultry, topless woman created a cultural ripple that's still talked about in retro Hollywood circles today. It's also important to recognize that Marcia's topless pictures weren't just for shock value, they were part of a broader narrative of self-discovery. Maureen has always been honest about her struggles behind the scenes, including battles with addiction, identity, and the pressures of fame. These photos, taken during a time of intense personal growth, reflect a woman reclaiming her narrative. Far from being reckless, they represent courage, vulnerability, and an unapologetic declaration of independence from her on-screen past. For fans who grew up idolizing Marcia Brady, it was both a surprising and powerful reminder that our childhood stars are human, with lives far more complex than what we saw on screen. Of course, in today's social media age, these photos would have gone viral in seconds. But back then, they circulated quietly among magazines and Hollywood insiders, reserved for those bold enough to look past the prim and proper mask of the Brady legacy. That's why we say make sure you're alone before looking at Marcia Brady's topless pics. Not because they're scandalous by today's standards, but because they challenge everything you thought you knew about a woman who once represented perfection. So whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering the edgier side of Hollywood history, these photos are a fascinating glimpse into a moment when a former child star shattered expectations and took back her story one bold frame at a time.